I don't know about you, but at this point, I'm sort of emotionally exhausted. Just, what remarkable stories, what remarkable women. But I'm here, and I'm thrilled to be here, to be presenting my friend Wendy Clark with the Matrix Award. Yes, yes. I met Wendy when she first came to Coca-Cola, and all the Ogilvy people around the world were raving about her. I thought, I've got to meet this woman. You know, we agency people always dream of the perfect client, right? Agency people out there, where will we find that person? Well, Wendy is the embodiment of a great client. She's a champion of new ideas. She's brave and she's bold, and she won't rest until she achieves what she sets out to do. She inspires everyone with whom she comes in contact. Wendy's a great brand champion. She understands the role of brand in driving business, which is a very important thing when you're a leader of the Coca-Cola company. Wendy knows instinctively how to use content and storytelling to engage consumers. She's always pushing the boundaries of what we consider to be advertising. If it's been done before, Wendy's a lot less interested. Wendy is a force of nature with boundless energy and a habit of working out every night at 11 p.m. on a treadmill in her basement. I checked that with her children. It's true. 11 o'clock every night. She doesn't need much sleep and believes you can sleep when you're dead. Now, understandably, sleep would be the last thing on my mind, too, if I were one of the people at Coca-Cola who signed up for doubling the company's revenues by 2020. Wendy is also smart as hell. She finished high school at 17 and college at 20. When she was a teenager, she worked at McDonald's and worked her way up to a management position in no time. She credits her rise partly to her being one of the only people who could take down and reassemble the milkshake machine. Early inklings that Wendy was a left and a right-brain thinker. Wendy has always been driven. She's always been ambitious. She knew when she graduated from college that she just had to work in advertising. She took a receptionist job at a small boutique agency in Atlanta, and just like her first job at McDonald's, rose through the ranks quickly once she got her foot in the door. Wendy is generous. She mentors 15 to 20 women at a time on a regular basis. She gets that true gender equality, that equality is in 50-50, is good business. It's not just a good HR thing to do. Wendy also practices what she preaches. To support a youth homeless shelter in Atlanta, she slept outside, literally slept outside in a cardboard box all night last winter in near freezing temperatures. You all remember those pictures of Atlanta from the winter? Wendy was out sleeping in a box. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, Wendy is a devoted mother to 3 beautiful children who are sitting right here at this front table with husband Jeff, or Jeff Clark, as Wendy always refers to him. She has said that being a mother made her a better leader, and working has made her a better mom. That's something I personally can vouch for and agree with. Wendy, it is a privilege to know you and to work with you. You've earned this moment and this honor. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you, Shelly. Thank you, everyone. It's quite a moment to stand here. As you've heard from so many of us, we were asked to assemble some brief thoughts in 2 minutes or less on our journey. As you can see, that's hard to do so far. But, you know, as I contemplated what I would share about this, I thought about that question that so many of us are asked so often, which is, what is that one word that describes you? You know, we get asked all the time. And over time, I have always said the word improbable as my word. You see, it's entirely improbable that my Oklahoma-born, Venezuelan-raised mother, sitting right there, would travel to England in the mid-60s and somehow meet and marry my upper-middle-class, deeply British father, and have me, let's just say my gene pool is highly improbable. It's also improbable that that same brave woman 18 years later would choose to sell everything she owned and move herself and her 11-year-old daughter only to the US in search of a better life. Thank you, Mom. You define selflessness for me. David Gregory's got me as a partner. It's particularly improbable that at age 26, while I was very unattractively working more than 80 hours a week as a field marketing manager at Bell South Mobility in Orlando, Florida, taking my black lab Jake to the office with me on weekends for some level of a male company. It's true. That I'd meet that handsome magna cum laude MBA graduate right there, who not only was not intimidated by my career aspirations, but also chose to support my goals as his own. Thank you, Jeff Clark, for your enduring love and support. As I reflect on my career, it is also incredibly improbable to me that I had the good fortune to work with so many amazing brands, most notably launching Singular and relaunching the new AT&T, and now, of course, the world's most inclusive and optimistic brand Coca-Cola. And most importantly in this experience, getting to be around the amazing talent, the integrity and the humanity that is found in the people of this industry. Shelly Lazarus is truly emblematic of everything good and everything I love about our industry. Thank you, Shelly, for being here today. And now, of course, improbably I stand in front of all of you and with these other amazing and accomplished women. And it turns out that the more I thought about it, I realized what I wanted to share today was perhaps later than the event organizers would have liked me to have shared my comments. I am the Walmart of presentation delivery, just in time. It turns out that my journey is not, in fact, improbable at all. Quite the contrary. It is my journey. Thankfully, many of you in the room have been part of it. Still, I own it. The good, the bad, the mistakes, the victories, the joys, and the disappointments all rest with me. Our journeys rest with all of us. And too often, women particularly use words like, I was just lucky, or my life is improbable, to speak about their journeys of success. We explain it away, we rationalize it, and in the process, we diminish it. And we shouldn't. It's terrible to do that. We worked as hard as anyone for the outcomes in our lives, and guess what? Luck is gender neutral. So as I thank my family, friends, and colleagues for being here today and helping me along the way, I share this thought with you. It turns out I've been saying that word improbable wrong all along. There's a space and an apostrophe that got lost at some point. You see, it should be pronounced, I'm probable, because we all are. So Molly Grace and Josephine, you too. You are especially probable for greatness, for goodness, and for changing the world. JB, right? So are you. You, like your dad, will help make the women around you even more probable through your support. Thank you all again for this wonderful moment and this wonderful honor. I will remember it.